Theories for how this great experiment we call America will end are as abundant as accusers for old Donny Boy. Most common, though, suggest a grand cinematic bang. Some suggest we'll simply fizzle out of relevance because of our shitty global policies. Dare I suggest, though, it won't be either of those. I think it'll end with a fucking buy order. That's right. In April 2026, we've finally hit the tipping point of our collective stupidity. For the first time ever, the volume of money bet on a Senate hearing may have exceeded the actual value of the legislation they were pretending to discuss. We've finally stopped the act. We stopped looking for leaders because they don't exist. They are all useless and they're all looking for a goddamn payout. There's also a built-in dopamine trap. You feel that, right? That little tingle in your loins when your team wins a debate. Hate to break it to you, that shit ain't civic pride. That's dopamine. Pure, uncut, neurological shit. And in the architecture of chaos, dopamine is the only currency that actually matters. Welcome to the Republic of Parlay. The marriage of technology and our shitty lizard brain was bound to happen. Our biology was built for the savannah, for us versus them, for the hunt. And perhaps more importantly, for the win. For 250 years, we tried to suppress that tribalism with boring-ass concepts like policy and decorum. It was a low-bandwidth system fighting against our true nature, being assholes to one another. Then came the betting apps. They didn't change us. They just unlocked the cage a little bit. They gave our ancient tribal rage a 24/7 global ledger and a slick fucking UI. And that's where the glitch in the matrix comes in. By 2026, the game became institutionalized. Once Kalshi and Polymarket hooked up with the major brokerage firms, your retirement basically became a parlay on how much the world was going to suck tomorrow. Think about the logic. It's fucking brilliant, but in the worst possible way. Talk about the emotional hedge here real quick. Let's say during an election, you're terrified that a candidate will destroy the economy. However, you bet on them to win. You bet on them to win because you're looking for one of two outcomes. If they lose, you're safe. That's what you wanted. But if they win, you're fucking rich. Win-win for the 21st century man. But here's the glitch. When enough people hedge, the market predicts a victory. When the market predicts a victory, the media reports it as gospel. When the media screams it, the donors move their money. The bet becomes the reality. The scoreboard isn't just reflecting the game anymore. The scoreboard is playing the game and it's fucking winning handsomely. That's where the casino capital comes into play. This is the architecture of chaos, a system where actual governance is just a side effect of gambling. We didn't build this by accident. We built it because we value win over the work. We built casino capital because deep down we would rather gamble on a disaster than do the actual work or the chores required to fix it. Our capital building isn't a temple of law. It's a sports book with a 10% rake on our collective sanity. Are you looking for an exit? Don't bother looking for an exit. There's no back button on evolution. And we've already signed the prenup. The marriage is complete. The ledger is open. The only question left is, what's your position? Because in this game, the only thing more dangerous than losing is not having enough skin in the game to survive the win. Good luck. You're gonna fucking need it.